Hi everyone, and welcome back to Harp and Guitar, People and Music. So for today's video, I actually have a little bit of a quick record review. Look what came in the mail the other day for old whiskey. That's right, Charlie Musselwhite's new album. In the last couple of years, Charlie Musselwhite has teamed up with Ben Harper, and they've been putting out quite a few great blues albums actually. This one's no exception. Now, the thing that I like about not only this album in particular, but all of the Charlie Musselwhite and Ben Harper projects that they've done together is, to me, it sort of harkens back to an old blues tradition of the singer, guitarist, and the harp player or harmonica player as a duet or a duo. This goes back to the earliest blues recordings of the 20s and 30s, many of which we've heard some examples of right here on Harp and Guitar. And the thing that I like about that tradition, and the sort of thing that's the type of thing that they're carrying on here, Charlie Musselwhite and Ben Harper, is that they've taken this sort of idea of the guitarist and the harp player as a duo, supporting each other and backing each other up, as sort of a mini band, and they've brought it into sort of the modern ideology. Basically, what they're doing is they're taking that traditional idea, and they're keeping it rooted in the tradition in terms of some of the songs that they play or some of the topics. They sort of do a tip of the hat or pay an homage to some of these earlier duets or duos. But at the same time, they're also speaking to a lot of modern topics or a lot of current events that are going on in the world right now. So it's a fantastic album. At this point, I've heard all of side 1 and the first track of side 2, and it's just a great album. It's really well produced. All of the songs are either written by Ben Harper or Ben Harper and Charlie Musselwhite, along with a couple of their fellas to lend some help. But it's just a beautifully packaged album. You can see Ben and Charlie having a great time. I'm a huge fan of Charlie Musselwhite, by the way, since he's been playing blues harp for decades, since the late 50s, early 60s, when he was known as Mississippi Charlie Musselwhite, before he was really quite famous and had all the credibility that he has now. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of Charlie Musselwhite. Very steeped in that Mississippi tradition. I mean, he is a Mississippian himself, and like I said, has been playing the harp for decade upon decade. He's done scores of stuff. He did the soundtrack for Black Snake Moan. He's been the guest harmonica player on literally dozens and dozens of albums from other blues artists. And he had his own Charlie Musselwhite Chicago Blues Band in the 70s. Just a fantastic artist. And Ben Harper is no slouch as well. A very accomplished guitar player, very good lyricist, and has got quite a nice singing voice. So these two complement each other very well. And again, that falls back into that guitarist and harp player duo tradition that we see so often in the blues. Heck, even my favorite of all time, Mr. Buddy Guy, he had over a 2-decade association with Junior Wells, one of the best blues harp players ever to blow the harp. And those guys, Buddy Guy and Junior Wells opened for the Rolling Stones, and they headlined on many blues and jazz fests. They were over in Montreux in the 70s. Just amazing. So this is something that's been going on for almost 100 years. So I'm really happy that two musicians and artists as accomplished as Ben Harper and Charlie Musselwhite sort of picked up the torch and are carrying it along. And my thoughts are, with a lot of the younger guys getting into this sort of thing, who knows? There might be another generation of harp player and guitar player that are going to team up and keep that tradition alive and keep these things going. So, like I said, just a beautiful sounding album, very well produced, excellent songs. I don't think there's a junker in the album so far from what I've heard. You can see it's a beautifully designed gatefold album here with all of the song titles and the song lyrics. I'm kind of a sucker for liner notes and song lyrics and that sort of thing. It's kind of my bag. It's sort of what I dig about a lot about the blues and that sort of thing, is that there's a lot of tradition, a lot of storytelling, so it's always great when they include the song lyrics in with the actual product itself. So if you folks haven't already, if you get a chance, check out Ben Harper, Charlie Musselwhite, No Mercy in This Land, their new album. Absolutely fantastic listen, and I would highly recommend this to anybody who likes blues music or music that's rooted in more of a traditional type of sound. All right, so I think that's going to do it today here for Harp and Guitar, People in Music. If you haven't already, I would encourage you to like and share the video. Let us know what you think down in the comments below, and give us a subscription if you like what you see. So on behalf of myself and my partner in crime here, Monk Music, thanks a lot for joining us here today, and we'll see you again real soon. Have a good day, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.